Hello. I had lots of plans this weekend. Didn't end up doing many of them. In that time, I was at home and I was just like, man, this place is 1, a mess. 2, I don't have any clean laundry. And 3, I just need to get my shit together so fucking badly. I want to declutter my house. I want to clean, do laundry, reorganize everything. And I think this is gonna be a week-long process. Also, I have a job interview at like 4 today. So yeah, also February is going to be a busy month and I just need to set up a process so that I don't fuck everything up again. Let's go get our shit together. Because I had a job interview today. I actually do have a job currently. I have a full-time job that I accepted the offer on, only to realize that I don't want a full-time job. And the thing that sucks about this is that I have to pay them $250 if I quit, because they had to get a special license for me because it was a tribal job, and I really should have not accepted the job because I know myself. And I know that I don't like staying places for too long. And also I knew I was gonna move. I am in this lease until June, basically. And I have to find a way to make rent every single month. The problem is that I do currently work like gigs, like festivals, events, blah, blah, blah. And that's like a good amount of money, but it just is not necessarily enough. And they're very inconsistent. And so I'm like looking for part-time jobs, and like, honestly, like applying for like part-time jobs over the holidays was not it. Like, I was unemployed from the beginning of December until basically now. I still haven't even started working at this job that I accepted a month ago. And today I got a call that they finally finished processing my background check and everything. And it's just like, it took me 2.5 hours to fill out the paperwork, and I have to pay $250 if I quit because they already obtained the license for me. I don't want a full-time job. I kind of realized that when I was talking to my old boss. I used to work for a nonprofit, like part-time, and that was great for me to be able to pay I made enough money to pay my bills with just a part-time job. And then now they had to lay me off because there wasn't enough money in the budget to keep me on. It's a very small nonprofit, but they do employ me for events every once in a while, and that's why I still work with them. And I was talking to my boss, who I like love so dearly, and I was kind of just like, hi, I accepted this job, but I don't want it. And then like saying it out loud really made me realize how much I don't want a full-time job. As much as it eases my anxiety to know that my bills will be paid every month, like it's not worth giving up working festivals, working events, taking jobs, doing things, traveling, like, and I'm in this lease until June. I just need to figure out a way to pay, I think it's like 4 months of rent, which is my rent, to be blatantly honest, is like my bills total like is about $1,500 a month. That includes utilities, Wi-Fi, and rent. I don't currently pay for my own phone bill. I do need to start paying for my phone bill soon though. I'm kind of realizing now that now is a great time to start looking for like a part-time job. I would need about one part-time job that pays, I just need one part-time job that on its own can pay majority of my bills. So I need to be able to pay for my rent, my car, and my utilities. And like regardless of if I get a job, like a gig or not, which I do have quite a few lined up, but some of them do cost a little bit of money due to like I have to pay for my own travel or lodging or food, you know, those kinds of costs. And like I do have a credit card bill to pay off every month as well. Honestly, I'm not really too concerned about that because like I don't have student loans, so like a little credit card bill doesn't scare me. I have friends who are like $20,000 in debt just from schooling, and that interest is insane, and they will be paying that off for the rest of their life. So God forbid, I accrued just a little bit of debt because I wanted a coffee. You know what I mean? Like, in a few years' time, I will be carrying around debt, but it probably won't be the same debt that I currently have. So, like, what's the point of worrying about that? Like, I'm not, like, thousands and thousands and thousands, like, way more money than I make in a year in debt. So, life is so hard. Thank you for listening to my existential crisis. I'm going to go home and clean and do more job interviews. I'm talking to one of my friends. There's a music festival. There's 2 weekends that's happening here in Phoenix soon. And I have like a lot of friends who I think are gonna try to come to town, and I need to clean my apartment so that it is clean for them. And I just need to get my shit together. I need to get my shit together. It's like not even funny anymore. Good things are happening. There's no such thing as a wrong decision. There's only decisions that need to be corrected. So I've been kind of trying to get over this idea in my head that like I'm making a bad decision versus like I'm not making the smartest decision, but I think for my mental sanity and what I want to do for work for the rest of my life, this makes a lot of sense. So it's just everybody in my life is probably going to tell me that I'm stupid. I'm gonna pet you. I'm gonna pet you. I'm gonna pet you. Oh no, Benny girl. Oh no. That's what I thought. She's naked. Good morning. It's actually morning. It's 9:51. I actually have work today. And the call time is so fucking early. Usually the call time is at like 4, and like I'll be shopping a rider at like 3:30, very loosely. But this guy has a whole ass meet and greet. So he's getting in there at 1:30. So I kind of have to be there like 1. I'll text my friend to see what time she's gonna get there. I think I'm gonna go get breakfast. And then like it kind of sucks because I'm gonna be doubling back. But I'm gonna go get breakfast. And I woke up in the middle of the night. Well, actually I didn't go to bed until like 4 a.m. I woke up craving a fucking McGriddle. Yeah, and yeah, I know I don't eat meat, so the fact that I woke up and then I was like, oh well, Starbucks is open, I could go get a Beyond breakfast sandwich, but I was like, no, you need to go to fucking sleep. If you eat, you're probably gonna be like wide awake for another like several hours, and then it's gonna be 9 a.m. and you haven't slept. And yeah, so I told myself if I shut the fuck up and go to sleep that I can get an acai, which I've been craving for a while. But yeah, so let's go get our acai bowls.
She likes to get it started. She likes to get loud. She's popping that champagne.
I got my bowl, and I also got my green drink. Ugh. I like this shit is like so expensive, and it really pisses me off because like honestly I'd eat this shit every single day if I could, but I can't afford a juicer. The fresh veggies that it takes is kind of a lot, and somebody's walking by my car right now, and it's 2 grown men and they were looking at me. They definitely heard me. Oh well. My sister and I had devised a plan to try and see John Summit last night. I also really hope that I'm in frame. And oh my god, it didn't work out. Well, because my mom actually went to, so it was for the waste management concert series that they were having, and my mom actually went to the night before, so Friday night she went to go see Ja Rule. And it's so funny because I told her about it like in the car on the way somewhere when we were going on a trip. Like I just mentioned it, and she was like, how much are the tickets? And I was like, they're $90, thinking like that's too much money. That's way too much money. No, of course, my stepdad had to buy her VIP tickets Valentine's Day. So they went to the night before, which was Ja Rule, and then the next night was John Summit. And I wanted to see John Summit. I saw him at ACL and I really liked it. And then I saw Diplo like a couple weeks ago and I really liked that. And I was like, I would love to go. And usually I can figure out a way to get in. Not this time. It was just way too expensive. I called my mom yesterday, like morning, and I asked her how easy it was to get close, and she was like, it is impossible. So I gave up on that immediately. But here's a clip of us trying to devise a plan to sneak in. So we're devising a plan right now. We're scheming to try to sneak into, not sneak in, but at least like try to like listen to John Summit from outside of the Bird's Nest concert tomorrow.
People did this at Winter.
Yeah, like people do it all the time. They like sit outside. Yeah, and since it's EDM, I feel like it's gonna be pretty easy.
If we're parking at an In-N-Out, should we bring
Yes.
a burger? Just like,
So exactly. So that's
or if we go to In-N-Out after.
yeah. So so the plan is to find somewhere to park, and there's an In-N-Out nearby. So we're gonna go to the In-N-Out and then try to walk over and see where we can hear the concert the best.
I feel very confident. I feel pretty confident. I feel like it'll work out. Yeah. I maybe also like. I guess what's gonna happen if it's the two of us? Maybe there'll be like drunk old guys who are like, "Do you need a wristband?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." Okay. What if someone's selling them outside? Maybe if it's like cheap, I'll bring cash. Because mom gave me rent money in cash, and I've just kind of been hanging on to it. I paid anyways, but yeah. Yeah, we did that. I feel like that'll work. Because I pay like $100. No, actually I don't want to pay any money. If somebody offers us a free ticket, let's take it. But what if you gotta flash them and show your tits? I would definitely show my tits. It's free to me.
It cost me $0 to pull my tit out.
I guess so.
And they're already trying to escape as is. So
we're just gonna party outside for a while.
yeah. And it starts super early, so I feel like that'll be fine. All right. I just got ready for work. Here's the fit. Put on my shoesies. And I'm gonna go shop my writer, head to the menu, and then sit there and do. Oh, I need a jacket. Hold on. Okay, I'm in my car. I'm kind of in a rush. Actually, I have time. I was in a rush because I locked myself out of my house. My like apartment building is like one of those fob buildings. So like you have to have like a key fob to get back into the building. And then I realized that the door closed and locked. So I was like in a rush showering. And I hate like when I shower too fast and then I'm sweaty from taking a shower. And then I'm sweaty, but I just took a shower. Anyways, let's go shop. Alrighter. I forgot that it's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm gonna not look at that person because they probably hate me. Whatever. This shop is not that hard. It's just, and there's no alcohol on it, which makes my life so much easier because I know nothing about alcohol. And I also didn't have to advance my alcohol either. So, let's go get their shit. Alright, we got everything. Whew. I'm dying. It's so hot and there's so many fucking people and not enough carts. So it's kind of like a fight for everything. It is so hot. Like, mind you, it is fucking February. Doing a writer shop on Super Bowl Sunday. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. I'm kind of mad I took a shower for this. For my lunch, I got a veggie roll, a yerba, and I grabbed a protein shake and a granola bar. Take off your shins on. Take the load off.
Oh, thank you. You guys want to go into the game? Are you sure? 'Cause I can stop this if you don't like what it's doing.
All right, we are done. Those. I think that I think there's a Waymo blocking me. I really hope I can get out of here. These glasses look stupid on me. I just finished therapy, and I feel like the craziest thing just happened. So I've been going to this therapist, I believe, this therapy office for about a year now. And I started in couples therapy with my ex-fiance after he cheated on me, and we were trying to give it another shot. And our couples therapist had recommended that I seek individual therapy for my PTSD and anxiety and everything that I was going through then. And so I began seeing my current therapist, and feel like the last 2 sessions, I feel like the news has been getting better and better, and I feel like my outlook on life has been getting a lot more optimistic from where I began, because I feel like I was just in such a, not a dark place, but like a place of unknowing and just anger and sadness and grief, a lot of grief. And I feel like for the past couple of sessions, I'm so fucking hungry right now, oh my god, the last couple of sessions, I've just kind of been like, it's been one good news, like the one session of good news after another. And today I kind of went in and was like, every once in a while, like every time I've been going to therapy, I've been like increasing the amount of time in between sessions, because I feel like, not that I don't need it as often, I think everybody needs therapy, but it's not as frequent. And so today I'm at therapy, and I was kind of thinking about ending my services with my therapist, because not only am I in a much better place than I was when I began therapy, but I'm no longer covered under insurance and just kind of having to cover these costs on my own. I do value it a lot, but also like I am thinking about moving soon, like out of state, and obviously she can't come with me. And she just informed me that she is going to have to take a break from services, and was kind of like talking about next steps, if I wanted to see another therapist in the office, or if I wanted to close my chart. And so that's what we did. I essentially graduated from therapy today, which is like so crazy. Like, and obviously, like, as we were saying goodbye, I was like, like, it's kind of insane to think about how things have changed. Like, this being our last session together is insane from like the first several sessions. And like every time I go into therapy, I like think to myself like, oh, like I just need to stop seeing her, because I feel like my life is just getting better and better and better. Watch my life get completely terrible after this. Oh my god, that would be crazy. But obviously it's not gonna. I just like, I'm kind of like, well, I'm shaking because I'm fucking starving. I need to eat something. But I feel like insane that this is happening now. Like, I feel like, when you like make a decision and you're like, I really hope this is a good decision, and then like something happens that kind of just reinforces like, yes, this is exactly where you're meant to be. Like, that kind of just feels like this right now. And like we're both kind of like spiritual girlies like that, like manifestation and like all of these things, affirmations and stuff. And so I was like, this is obviously like it's kind of crazy that like me being like, oh, like I'm thinking about moving and like leaving, and like we're not gonna be able to see each other, like, and then her being like, oh, like my license is like kind of like up for renewal and I'm not sure what to do, and like this is like an interesting part of my career. And I was like, oh my god, like this is like insane. Like the timing is kind of crazy, like just for her and I. But I mean, like, you probably are watching this and you're like, okay, but like it just feels so weird. Like, I don't have therapy after this. Like, it makes me a little sad that I won't be able to see her because I feel like she's the only really consistent thing in my life. But, like, in a way, I feel like the universe is telling me that I've kind of graduated from this therapy that I needed. I'm gonna go get a big fat slice of pizza. I'm like geeking out, guys. Like, I don't, like, it's crazy. Like, it just, in my head, like, what this means essentially is just like I'm heading towards, like, I don't know, my I don't know how to, like, explain it to people who aren't, like, woo-woo like me, like, but, like, I think that we're all on a path, and you know, when you manifest things and you, like, ask the universe for things, sometimes more recently I've just been asking for like hints on, like, what I'm supposed to do, because I'm, like, you know, am in this constant crisis of I can do anything and I don't know what I want to do. And so I've been slowly trying to figure that out and asking the universe for, like, small signs and signals and, like, whatever to be able to commit, and I feel like this is one of them. And I just, like, I'm, like, totally geeking out right now. It's crazy. Like, I'm gonna call everybody I know and tell them that I graduated from therapy or something. Like it was such a great place to leave it off. Ugh. Craziness. My life is so good, and I am, like, I'm, like, a little emotional because I feel like my life a year ago just felt so, like my fiance had cheated on me and kicked me out of our home, and I know I talk very lightheartedly about all of these things, but it was a really hard time for me to feel like my life was falling apart and that the person I loved didn't love me back. And, like, these are happy tears, by the way. Please don't think I'm, like, fucking going crazy. I, like, was in therapy because I was just so hurt and, like, in so much grief for the relationship in the future that I wanted, like, a year ago, trying to fix it with somebody who didn't love me as much as I loved them. And for the last couple of months, like, it's been scary to, like, not know what I want to do, but I've been trying to find the positive in everything, because, like, then it makes it a lot less scary. And I feel, like, very happy because I feel like for once in my life I wake up every day excited and happy, which I feel like hasn't always been the case. What the fuck? This guy is walking in the middle of the fucking brother. Please. Yeah. I feel like that is, like, crazy, but yeah, I feel like a lot of things are kind of coming together, and I'm really happy about it. It's a little scary, but, like, the good kind of scary, like waiting in line for a roller coaster, which I've never done because I'm too afraid of roller coasters. But yeah, I just feel like reflecting back on it is, like, insane. Because I like just love life now, and that just really wasn't the case a year ago when I began therapy. And I always think about, like, I've been at low parts of my life fairly often. Like, I was very suicidal as a teenager, and, like, as a young adult, I just constantly felt like I didn't know where I belonged and, like, who I was as a human being, and then now, like, more recently, having to deal with the ending of my relationship, and basically my whole life felt like it blew up over one person's decision that wasn't my own, and having to feel so exhausted and upset about having to put life back together. Like when my relationship ended, I felt so upset because I felt like my life was only gonna get worse because I wasn't with the person that I wasn't with my best friend anymore and all of these things. And I was just kind of at a point in life where I was like, I feel like life is happening to me. I'm gonna be okay. I haven't cried in a long time. It bothers me to be crying happy tears because I don't cry anymore, and the only time I used to cry was when I was sad. So crying happy tears feels weird. I don't like it. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna this is gonna go in my fucking YouTube video, and it's gonna be my therapist breaks up with me and I'm gonna make me cry. I just need to shut up. I got my pizza. Honestly, I might go ahead and start eating it here because I'm too hungry to get home. Well, okay, it's pizza. I love pizza.